Hey guys, it's MazeMan112, and today I kind of have a world type topic I want to talk about. But first, I wanted to go ahead and say thank you for giving the feedback on the last video, and I'm trying to bring you guys the best content that I can. And I need your feedback for this. I'm gonna keep on tweaking and see if I can get it a little bit better for you guys. So I really appreciate the feedback. But on to the topic, and I'm gonna try to relate it a little bit to gaming as well. But recently, you guys know that North Korea threatened the United States, saying they were going to attack. And what kind of threat is this? No one really knows. Just because North Korea is, I don't want to say like a little kid, but they're like that hot-tempered, middle-aged adult. And I say this because they do have some technology. Yes, it's not the best. They're still having issues launching any of the rockets or having any kind of dependable thing. They're constantly fighting UN sanctions. But this still kind of worries me because all it takes is that one nuke. And you know what? I forget what the number was, but there's a ton of nuclear devices from World War II that have just gone missing. And, you can only think if there's money and there's will, there's a way, and people are going to find, those missing nuclear devices and being willing to sell them at an exorbitant price. And North Korea is willing to pay that price. And they're willing to pay whatever price it is to have these scientists, these rogue guys come in and help lead the way for their, plutonium enrichment or uranium enrichment or whatever it is, and kind of do this, the right way. And it just worries me because all it takes is one nuclear device, one nuclear bomb detonation, and the entire world outlook can change. Albert Einstein once said that he doesn't know when World War III will be fought. But what he does know is that World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. And it's so true that at this point in time, things would escalate super quickly. The number one backer, the number one ally of North Korea at this point in time is China. And as we all know, China is a world superpower, and if you ask me personally, I might even put them ahead of the United States. Now, we do spend way more on military than they do, and we might have a little bit more in the actual army. I don't think it's too close, or I think it's pretty close, though. China definitely has a lot. And I wouldn't let the amount that we spend on our military be such a deciding factor, because if you guys know how military contracts work, we overspend on everything. It's all, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, we'll give you the government contract. Yes, you guys have all heard that, well, your weapon's made by the lowest bidder. Well, your weapon's made by the lowest bidder out of a small group of companies that are actually bidding on it and have rights to these government contracts. And they're always way overpriced for everything. And, you can say, well, what is the price of freedom? Well, when you put a country that's already in a financial crisis, like the United States is currently, you need to really look at your spending and where it is and why such a small percentage are the ones making all the money. But spending on the military is not the issue of the topic. The topic, or the issue here, is just that we need to take North Korea, a little bit more serious than a lot of people think, just because all it takes is that one time for them to get lucky, for the rocket to launch correctly, for the ordnance to be correct, and we're going to be in a completely different ball game. And I'm not too sure that with the way the United States is currently, if we could really handle another war. I just don't think we can. And maybe it will be kind of like the Great Depression. When that kind of happened, war was actually what brought us out of the Great Depression. It got people working, it got people in the factories, and we needed more resources, and that really got the economy moving. But I don't want to see that. But the thing that really bugs me as well is why the fuck did we send Dennis Rodman over there? Now, North Korea is extremely closed-lipped with any kind of information or who's allowed in to see anything. And I'm not too sure how it worked out if the United States said, well, we'll send Dennis Rodman, or if North Korea was saying, well, if Dennis Rodman comes here, we'll like to talk to him. And the only thing I could think of is, one, why would you want someone like Dennis Rodman to be what a lot of these North Koreans see is, an American citizen? he's a freaking nut job. You know, they're going to think we're all freaking nut jobs. The only thing I can think of is you fight crazy with crazy. And maybe that's what they're doing here. They're just thinking, you know, the best thing to do here is go ahead and send another nut job over there. And then they'll think that all United States people are just as crazy as he is, and you don't fuck with crazy. And besides that, I just don't really get why you would risk that negative image that you're going to have now, because you're going to have an extremely negative image over there. Like I said, everyone's going to think you're a crazy nut job like Dennis Rodman, and you know, I'm not too sure. The worst part is, okay, when Dennis Rodman came back from his little voyage to North Korea, he came back and the first thing he did in Miami was go to a strip club. Now, is this the kind of person that you want representing your country? Someone that would just go to a strip club when they just got back from meeting, you know, I don't want to say one of the most feared, but one of the most, you know, chaotic, off-centered, you know, world leaders out there. And it just makes me worried. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys even think it's an issue of North Korea at all, or if, you know, they're just kind of trying to get a little bit more predominant in the world view, and they think the only way to do this is to go ahead and get themselves a nuclear device. Make sure you guys leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Spotlight bitches, today I go ahead and talk about my inner asshole. Go ahead and check that out.